What's up guys, I'm Nathan and in this video we're back again with some Anime Dimensions content, and you might be wondering what you're looking at here, and this, my friends, is in fact the best gem teams in Roblox Anime Dimensions, including limited, obtainable, and pretty much everything. Okay, so you might not understand what you're looking at right now, which is why this video is not going to be too long, so I suggest you stick around till the end just so that you understand which characters are good for what and why I've put them there, and so that based on what you have, you can make your own setups that are still quite decent. Because this one, I mean, usually in the tier list, I don't mind you guys just skipping to the end and asking me questions. I always reply. These ones are going to be kind of hard to clarify said doubts though. So basically, we'll start off with the obtainable dimensions team. Obviously, you're gonna want Best Buy or Astolfo as your main. Obviously, he is a limited time character, but he is still obtainable, which is why I haven't which is why I've included him in the limited team for now at least. So he's gonna be your main for obvious reasons. Even compared to unobtainable characters, like he is just the fastest character. He's in fact faster with good stats, obviously, provided you can like one shot or two shot the enemies. You can actually clear dimensions with him even faster than some boss rush characters. So, I mean, he's just really good. He's got a dash skill, he's got a movable ultimate, he's got a buff skill. So, overall, just a very good moveset for dimensions. Your first assist, you're gonna want to keep as Primordial. Mainly because Primordial obviously has a huge AoE ultimate. And another reason is because his ultimate will in fact give you iframes, and you can still keep moving around and using your skills. So it's just quite helpful if you want to get close to the enemies and deal some damage. You just get free iframes, so like there's no reason to not use him. And for your second assist, the reason I've not put Biribiri or Misaka is one of the best gem characters. However, she is kind of a bad assist because it's not big enough AoE to clear large amounts of enemies. Obviously, it does a decent amount of damage, but you want something with good AoE, which is why I've kept two options. If you're a beginner, I would say use Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a pretty huge AoE, so, and even if you die and if you end up using him, he's still pretty good for dimensions because he himself has a dash skill as well as two large AoE moves plus heals. So overall, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is quite a good assist. Your other option is if you have quite decent, you don't even need 50% and 100%, you just need at least like 30 to 40% of crit chance and maybe like 70 to 80% of crit damage, since you're only using it as an assist. But Gojo is quite a good assist, mainly because he's got good range and it instantly deals a lot of damage, meaning you can very quickly clear large groups of enemies that are in front of you. Kind of like just before the first boss in Fate Dimension, you have like a large group of enemies. Gojo can basically just one-shot them with decent stats even if you don't crit. So he's just useful for quickly bypassing large groups of enemies. So that's why I've put him as an optional. So you can choose between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Gojo depending on what kind of stats you have. But Primordial and Astolfo obviously are kind of a must. Now we look at the obtainable raid / boss rush teams. So obviously once again your main is going to be Astolfo. Not only is he fast, he also does deal the most damage out of all of the gem characters. Your first assist once again is Primordial. You already know why, but this time I've kept Biribiri instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! You might be wondering why. It's because Raid and Boss Rush, especially for a beginner, I'm safely assuming that if you clicked on this video to find out the best gem teams, you're probably a beginner and you probably tend to die multiple times in Raids and Boss Rushes. Nothing to be ashamed of, because without 100,000 stat collection points, it's literally not possible unless you have godly dodging skills to not die, because a raid lasts 8 minutes. Boss rush does take pretty long if you don't have the best stats, which is why Misaka is there as an assist, not because her assist is good or anything. It's mainly because as a main, she's actually one of the top 3 gem characters. So even if you die, it's not like you have to reset, because Gojo is another option. If you're feeling confident and you have high crit chance and crit damage, he's a good main as well. And he's a good assist, but use him only if you feel confident in your abilities to first of all not die, and second of all you have good enough stats to use him in case you do die. So that's basically the obtainable raid / boss rush team. And finally, the limited time team. I've not divided them into raid, boss rush, and dimensions, basically because the team is the same for all. It's just in different orders, I would say. So basically, for boss rushes, like Nezuko is gonna be your main, because you don't really want to reset at the beginning, because boss rush you want to be as fast as you can be. So Nezuko is gonna be your main, just so that you, because she's actually one of the best boss killers. She deals a lot of damage with quite good range in AoE. Milim is gonna be your assist. I mean, she's not the best assist, but it does give a lot of pet energy. And then Astolfo is gonna be your next assist, because I mean it is kind of like a gem Ryuko, and Ryuko is a meta assist. I mean almost a meta assist, so he's pretty good. In raids, you're gonna want to keep Milim as your main, because in raids you can in fact afford to reset, because that's just losing out on little time, and you can just pop your first couple of moves with Milim and then quickly reset to Nezuko and then just do your thing. And obviously even if you die, Astolfo holds her own, but that's holds his own. So that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what your teams are. Also let me know what other video you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.